Hello folks. I'm wearing this interesting outfit because I want to tell you that if you read a crochet pattern, at the beginning there is a gauge. It says this is in a 4x4 inch swatch of fabric. You will have this many stitches on the row and this many rows. If you have more than that, that means your garment within 4 inches by 4 inch square, then your garment is going to be smaller than what the pattern says. If you have fewer than that in your gauge, say if it says in the gauge in a 4 inch square there's supposed to be 17 stitches, pileated woodpecker, there's supposed to be 17 stitches. If you end up with 14 stitches, that means your garment is going to be a good bit larger. Well, this is a do as I say, not as I do. I never made gauge swatches, but see, I never made clothing that's supposed to fit either. Well, this is the comfy cotton yarn in blend yarn in chai latte, and I was doing a top. Cute pattern, by the way. But let's just say it's a little bit large. And the reason is, first, I didn't do a gauge swatch, and I should have, because I was using a hook that was a good bit larger because it called for a 4mm hook, and I don't use those little hooks. 5mm is usually the smallest. And because it called for a foundation, chainless foundation, and I'll have to teach you that too if you want to learn that. I was having a hard time getting my hook in there, so I had that Susan Bates soft ergonomic hook that has the pointed head on it, and it was easier to get in there, and so I used it as a 5.5. It's supposed to be a 4mm hook, and I thought, okay, it'll be a little large. Oh, it's a lot large. Now, the strings are everywhere because I haven't tucked them in because haven't decided if I'm going to keep this as just a lounging shirt or if I'm going to completely frog it and take all the yarn back out of it. That's daunting because this took almost 3 skeins of yarn, and it's 392 yards each. That's a lot. So yeah, but those cute pattern now. See this? You see how big it is? I could wrap it around me twice. Do a gauge swatch, and if you have trouble with that, let me know. Okay. But what I'm here for really is a yarn review. I want to tell you about this yarn because this yarn just went on sale for a killer price just this morning. I just got the notification. I was going to do this review anyway. This review is on the Lion Brand Re-Spekt yarn. It's part of their sustainable stitching line. This is in the color Evergreen. I am working a shirt with this now. And here's, I got my piece that I'm working on right now. Here's the way this works up. This evergreen color. See that? It has beautiful color in here. This particular color has some greens and some browns. They have a lot of earthy colors in this line. This is part of their sustainable stitching line. The reason is that this is a combination fiber. This has recycled polyester, it has acrylic, and it has 25% cotton. One thing about this yarn is that, let's see if I can get this out here, is a chainette construction. This is not a plied yarn. This is, and I don't know if you can even see this, and I'm not sure it's going to be, we're going to be able to show this here. Let me see if I can show you this, okay? Let me see if I can do this without the yarn falling off the table here. Okay, let me see if I can do this, okay? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do it, okay? Oh, this is not working. Okay, hang on just a minute. Let me get to focus, okay? Okay, it's a chainette construction. It looks like a chain. It's not plies. I'm sorry, I'm focusing in the wrong place here. One thing about this is the number 3. It's number 3. It's not a 4. One thing about this yarn I want you to be aware of is it has some stretch to it, okay? So when you're crocheting, if you crochet tightly, you're liable to be stretching this as you go. Oh gosh, my hair's in the way. So I do like this. This like the Re-Spun, which is 100% recycled polyester. Let's see, what does this say? Does it have the percentages on here? Yes, 45% recycled polyester, 30% acrylic, and 25% cotton. Chainette construction allows air to go through the fibers. So even though it's only 25% cotton, this should be a cooler fiber for warmer weather. But just be aware that this does have some stretch to it, so don't crochet tightly or you're going to be stretching your yarn. Other than that, it does not split. Chainette construction is awesome. Let me put this up here and see if you can see this. Get me out of the way here. See, can you see this chainette construction? It's like little chains. Right now, Lion Brand is having this on sale for $2.39 a skein. This has 262 yards each in there. Run over there and get it. Their shipping, unless you get a whole bunch of them, their shipping is about $6. And when you get over a certain weight, they'll go up to $7. So their shipping is very reasonable. Lionbrand.com, yeah. Re-Spekt yarn. So that's what I want to tell you about this. It is a number 3. It's definitely a number 3, and it does have stretch. I mean, it has, see there, got some bounce to it right there. This yarn, this Comfy Cotton Blend yarn, has 0 stretch to it. And this actually is thicker. This is more like, somebody said she thought it was number 4. And it's, I would say it's a thicker number 3. It's not really a number 4, but it's thicker number 3, I would say. But it has 0 stretch. This has a good bit of stretch. So just note that. But I found it pleasant to work with, honestly. I thought it was pretty nice to work with, and I do think it's good for summer garments. But yeah, if you're going to do something that you need to, that has to be fitted, that's not like a loose shrug or something, that actually has to fit you, do a gauge swatch. There's 2 ways to do gauge swatches. One is do the number of stitches it says that should be in a 4-inch swatch and see if your swatch is bigger than 4 inches, or just go do a 4-inch swatch with the hook that you're going to use and the yarn that you're going to use. Make sure that you do that. And if your 4-inch swatch has less stitches in it, your garment's going to be bigger. And if your 4-inch swatch has more stitches in that 4 inches, then they say the gauge should be, your garment is going to be smaller. So it's kind of like the opposite there. But yeah, I've not done gauge swatches. I did it for this other one I'm doing, and it was like 1 stitch short. So it's going to be slightly bigger, but it's not going to be like this. This, I'm wondering if I'm going to just keep it to wear around here, or if I should just take all this yarn out and reuse it for something else. Do something that I do check the gauge on. So yeah, I do like this Re-Spekt yarn. The skein looks little. When I got this out of the bag the first time I got this, I went, yikes, this is tiny. But it does have 262 yards, and it is a nice chainette construction. It's a breathable kind of fiber because of that construction. But yeah, $2.30-something a skein. That's a killer deal. Go get it. It's only good for like 2 days. So run get it, and their shipping is extremely reasonable. Anyway, I hope this helps. And yeah, I mean, I thought maybe I should give this to somebody who is bigger than me, but you know, I don't want to insult somebody, go, well, this is just too big for me. Maybe it'll fit you. I'm thinking, when I was really heavy, that would have hurt my feelings a little bit probably. So I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So I don't know. I mean, it's nice. I love the Comfy Cotton Blend yarn. It's very soft. It feels good. It has like a spongy texture when you work it up. And this was all done with half double crochets, if I remember right. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm still debating, because there's a lot of yarn in this, and I would hate to have to frog it because I don't have a yarn winder. That's another expense I really don't want to go into. But there you go. Check out the Re-Spekt yarn at lionbrand.com. And we'll catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.